Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Zero coming at you with the end of season 3 of this Rock Hill Warhawks dynasty. Where at the end of it all, we were at 19th. We went 10-4. Sadly, lost to Nebraska in the Cotton Bowl in the college football playoffs quarterfinals. But we had a fantastic season to even make it to the college football playoffs. I feel it's just an incredible accomplishment in and of itself. We are a CUSA team, or at least we will no longer be a CUSA team come next year. I'm going to switch us over to the American Conference. Slightly better opponents. I don't feel I'm ready to play in the ACC quite yet. I don't want to just have us go like 10-4, then immediately drop to like 6-6. That's not what I want to happen at all. So yeah, solid season. Glad that we performed the way we did. But before anything else, College Football National Championship playoff bracket. Winner is going to be Georgia over North Carolina. I'm actually quite surprised that Nebraska had as good of a game against Georgia as they did, coming within 6 points. And all of North Carolina's games were decided by one score, or like near enough, like 3 points or less. My goodness, what a freaking odd college football national championship. But yeah, you winners Georgia over North Carolina. So let's hop into next week. Next week is upon us, and 'tis a sad day. It is the players that are leaving. We don't have persuasion chances for anyone here, mostly due to the fact that all these guys are seniors and no one will be transferring. Sad, but what can you really do about it? Our two offensive tackles, Tariq Williams and Aiden Kramer, will be leaving, as well as our center, Keon Robertson. So we're going to have a whole new offensive line, it seems like, most of it, anyway, but that is certainly a tough thing to go through. Chris Rogers, the fantastic right outside linebacker, a lot of tackles this year for us, gonna heavily be missed. Scooter Page, dude, you were phenomenal in the slot this year, and it is going to be so difficult without you. Jordan Underwood didn't really see what you could do for a lot of the time. Stephon Harper, kind of the same thing. Quincy Blue, when you got in, you played pretty well, but just kind of overshadowed in my mind by Ben Laney, and things just do tend to happen. Aaron Bryan, sad to see that you never really got a whole lot of game time, and Spencer Strickland, who was probably going to be the #1 running back, all things considered, until that first year shoulder injury, and then he just never really was the same after that, so just tough to see it. We're gonna not too many guys going out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 players that are leaving this year, so not too many, but a lot of these guys will in fact be missed, and we are going to have a tough time with the new offensive line coming in. That certainly stinks next week. Well, we indeed are at the transfer portal and off-season recruiting. At this point in time, Quan Hack, I'm not gonna get you. That stinks. Well, you're gonna go to Washington. That's fine. Guys who we certainly will get, as we do have 7 guys that we have already gotten to commit. I will show you them very shortly. But for now, it is on to just the guys who we really know we can get to commit here. So, as a Holiday, feel we only need to spend 10 points on you. You should be fine. Daryl Como, we just soft sell you. Everything should be okay. I'm actually going to add another 10. We have a million points to spend, so that'll be fine. Fernando Laletta, no one else is really popping for you, so we'll just throw 5 your way. Marco Gillette, 15 for you. My power rusher friend, Red Brian Sambralo, basically the same thing, just throwing 10 points your way. Half-pack Jason Coffey, I'm going to throw 25 your way to make sure that we get the commit over whoever that is in second place. And UAB, D. Swain, we are currently leading on you, and I would like that to continue to be the case. I'm throwing a lot of points your way. at this moment in time. I'm actually going to just soft sell as well. Check marks aren't too high, B+, C+, C-, but should still in fact be okay. Ezekiel Denson, who I'm honestly just like throwing points at a wall here at times, I feel, but if it does in fact help, then it does in fact help. He is a gem, but with Utah State being as high up as they're, a bit doubtful in my mind that I'm going to get him. Ryan Scruggs will just throw 35 your way, and then we have 445 left to spend on potential transfers if we do in fact want them. But on to the recruits that we currently have. It's only 7, but these 7 can in fact make an impact, starting with the number 2 ranked national player is run-stopping middle linebacker Titus Phillip. This man is going to be insane. I don't know what he is in terms of scouting, because I just wanted to like go all in on him, and we freaking got him. This dude's gonna be insane. Braden Alam gonna hopefully kind of help our depth at the right tackle position. Ian President, same thing with the centers. Isaiah Cavazos, potential strong safety, same with Mike Turner, solid free safety. Jamie Watts, gonna be a good defensive tackle. Alex Medeiros, not really sure how you pronounce that, but the number 1 ranked free safety in this class. I feel I might switch Mike Turner over to a cornerback or Medeiros, depending on how that goes, but yeah, for the time being, that's our class, and hopefully we get most of these other guys to come as well. Only one I'm doubtful of is Ezekiel, but if not, then hey, we can always just go for a outside linebacker transfer, see what we got there. We actually might have something, because Tony Easter looks very, very solid. He's a transfer freshman coming in, and he, I believe, is in fact the potential best one when it comes to it, but not necessarily, I suppose, as if we're just purely going by transfer freshmen, then I mean, yeah, why not? Because the interest stage for him very, very high. Could also go Jabari Head, but at this point in time, just go with what you know, I suppose, and take a flyer out on Tony Easter. I don't necessarily know, in my mind, a lot of the things of like, oh, yeah, cool. Do we straight up just want to go for like a lot of transfers here? Because our team is going to be solid. I know this. We're apparently locked out on so many of just like the top transfer guys boards, which is fine. We're apparently not locked out on Quinnen Ford. He's a transfer sophomore. Marshall Hudu and Rock Hill, so he's not really going for a whole lot of guys there. I mean, look, our cornerback positions are kind of showed up for the rest of the upcoming seasons, I suppose, because a lot of the guys that we do have are just sophomores and freshmen coming up. Malik Moon's the only junior at this point in time, and even then, he's like our number 2 guy behind Ja'Cory Brown, so I don't necessarily know, and I really do feel that, like, after we switch either Turner or Medeiros to that free safety slot, nothing's really going to open up. So we don't necessarily even really need him. That's one thing that's like constantly being thrown in the back of my mind a lot. It's like, well, we have like this guy, always like coming up in the shore. So do we need any of these guys? And once again, I believe I only have 1 tackle prospect in Elam, but with all of them being there, maybe we don't really need to go after a left tackle, but it certainly couldn't hurt. I suppose we already got President for the center spot, so don't need anyone there. I suppose I'll just go for a tackle of sorts, and those could be like the only 2 guys we necessarily go after, but that just feels kind of idiotic at a certain point in time, I suppose. But this guy, Sinalao Ulu, who is a transfer freshman coming in, we'll certainly go after him, I guess. And honestly, just to kind of say screw it, we will in fact go after the only 4-star prospect up there in Quinton Ford at the cornerback position as well. Middle linebackers, because we legitimately do in fact have Phillip coming in the wings, we should be fine. Also, Kugwa and Waddle are there as well, so we don't need a middle linebacker at all. Defensive tackles. We don't have like that big number one guy. A lot of our guys are juniors, so I suppose I could. I actually will go after a defensive tackle prospect. Not a lot of them. Not a lot. I mean, this 116, he's a transfer sophomore. I do like getting in transfer freshmen for whatever reason. I just find it kind of cool in my mind, I suppose. He also does have defensive line rally as well, whereas Taylor, the sophomore, only has recoup, so also his size is just a lot bigger, which I certainly do like. Both power rushers, so yeah, only gonna take flyers out on these 4 for the time being. And yeah, I'm just sending every single point I have available at them at this time. Yeah, Quinton Ford is within his top 5 right now, so if we just continue to throw absolutely anything and everything at him, hopefully it'll be okay. So just keep on doing what we know has to be done. We can scout all of these guys later as well, just see how good they'll be, but actually I'm going to do that immediately after. No, don't go friends and family. Don't go friends and family. We want that full 5 bars, send the house, along with search social media, and just straight up DMing these guys. So, we scout these guys. Tony Easter, he does look solid enough. High speed at the linebacker position at 91. Play rec is low. Man coverage is also low. Zone coverage is high at 78. He's a cover freaking linebacker, so that makes sense. Left tackle, Sinalao Ulu. Nothing popping off on the board. He is certainly a run block guy. Does appear that a run block power is phenomenal, and so is just regular run block, so that certainly will help. Quinton Ford, man, is decently fast, has nice change of direction, has house call blanket coverage, and in fact quick jump as well. Tackles low, play recs low, zone coverage also low, but his man coverage, my god, this dude could be a freaking game changer if we get him. In Sekai Okwo, the defensive tackle, his power moves, strength, and tackle are so freaking high. He's also got very solid pursuit and speed as well. Hit power is also very, very solid. And at this point in time, I'm just going on. Brian Scruggs, the tight end, actually is going to be another freaking gem. So that's certainly good to see. Who else? No, we've scouted near enough everyone else. Marco Gillette, what are you, buddy? You're another gem. I'm just taking like flyers out on a lot of these guys, and it turns out a lot of them are gems. Brian Sambriello, why you gotta do that to me now? Why you gotta be mean like that? That's fine, I suppose. But for the time being, I do in fact believe that this will hopefully just be the recruiting class. Hopefully we can get some of these guys. If we don't, whatever. But yeah, that'll be it. I'm not even going to bother looking at draft results. No point in doing that. Hopping into next week. And we are back. Isaac Holiday, wide receiver, commits. Brian Sambriello commits. Jason Coffey commits. Anyone else? No, that's fine. Tony Easter, transfer freshman. We're currently top of his board. Sinalao Ulu, second on his board. USF has overtaken us, but that is certainly fine. Sakai Okbo, why is USF just taking our guys? That hurts, man. That hurts. Yeah, that is certainly fine as we get, I believe, a couple more recruits bumping us all the way up to 10. Yeah, Ezekiel Denson at this point in time is just kind of a lost cause, but I'm still gonna throw points at him, I guess. No real point in scheduling visits, but certainly no harm, no foul, I suppose. Como's gonna commit next week. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw a lot of points at Fernando Laletta, see what he can bring to the table. Just another fullback is certainly going to help. Coach Prestige, Conference Prestige, and instead of go prove yourself soft sell, I shall go prove yourself hard sell. And yeah, just continue on that 55 path, because Minnesota and Auburn are certainly kind of catching up in that regard. Brian Scruggs should be fine. Easter, you should be fine. Ooh. We have rooted out so many things right there. Coach Prestige is the one thing that we know he does, in fact, like. So, we are just looking at Coach Prestige things. Could be prestigious. Not going to be that. Could also be a student of the game. So, one of those two will wait for the time being on that right now, I suppose. Quinnen Ford, top of your board, man, and that is good. Playing style, proximity to home. Anything else that we know about you? Playing style, proximity to home could be pro potential. Could also be time to get to work. So once again, just stay the course for the time being. Sakai Okwo, athletic facilities, championship contender. Oh dear lord, and what else? Because a lot of these times I don't like going hard sell if I don't know that third thing. And that certainly is how I like to play it. You can play it whatever way you want, but I'm certainly not desperate in this moment. Aspirational fits for the time being. That might be the only one that actually fits all three. I do believe so. I'm just gonna hard sell that, then. If that's kind of the only thing that fits, then I'm just gonna hard sell that. Happy hard sell that, yeah. Go for it. Any other transfers? I know it's not the greatest of things in terms of what we technically need, because we don't need a whole lot, despite what like the position need things say at the moment. We don't need a whole lot of these guys. Wow, we only get like one big man coming in. Potentially Cooper Stokes, left guard, already have a guy that's coming up. He's going to be very, very nice. Nicholson would have potentially lived to have you, but we got a guy. We just recruited another guy for right tackle. Same thing with the center position. So, yeah, once again, just kind of going to stay the course here, I suppose. Yeah, let's see what that does for us, as we are going to go contact friends and family this time instead of the other two things. Potentially could do that for D-Sway as well, but with us leading as heavy as we are, shouldn't need to do that heading into next week. And just as I had predicted, Daryl Comer commits. No one else, and we are immediately usurped. Oh dear lord, I'm throwing everything I have at the man. How is Cincinnati overtaking me? That does not make sense in my mind. I don't get it. And we're also being overtaken on Sinilau Ulu. I mean, that one I suppose makes sense, I guess. Everyone else is near enough within our grasp. So, that sucks. Might have to pivot in terms of those guys. Sakai Okwo. Yep, indeed, aspirational was in fact the thing that you went for playing time. Yep, dear freaking lord. Shoulda just hard sold what what I thought it was. Yeah, time to get to work. Well, it sucks now, I suppose. Can't do anything about that. Sinalao, conference prestige, proximity to home, academic prestige. Yep, gonna just absolutely hard sell on that. I'm still hopeful for these guys, but it is slightly waning at the moment, I guess. I still have like absolutely no idea if scheduling visits does anything. Like, it does say in terms of like, oh yeah, family visit, it'll bump it up by 3. It certainly could not hurt. Certainly could not hurt to try and schedule visits. I'm playing style of 10 practice that's slightly better, I suppose. I'm just doing whatever I can at the moment, I feel. Tony Easter, yep. Apparently we are hopping back up on Ezekiel Denson, so that's good, because Utah State hasn't done anything in terms of that. So we shall certainly see transfer portal. Just gonna quickly take a look at cornerbacks, see if any other guy, yeah, Brandon Nicholson, this is just a runaway win for, I don't even know who that is, but yeah, they're running away with that one at the moment, so not much I can do about it. Trent Baker Booker, probably not. Antonio Millerton, once again, probably not. And yeah, a lot of these guys I just don't feel I have a good shot at. What about the defensive tackles? At the moment, oh, well, I mean, we're still leading on him. Actually, we're meant to be left tackles. That's my bad. Things happen. They certainly freaking do. Still third on the list for Wade Falk, so could potentially slide him over. We still really want you, lad, but if we don't happen to get you, then Wade Falk, I mean, you're big as freaking hell. You're a transfer sophomore as well, so that is another reason to just kind of have you, I guess. Certainly could not hurt. I'm gonna go 55 on you, Michael Gillette. I mean, no one's really taking you seriously, trying to really come and grab up you. Grant, I'm still gonna leave the 15. I'm dropping a good bit of points on one Mr. Forgot his name, Fernando Laletta. So yeah, once again, just gonna try my best. Well, it's recruiting week 3 or 4, throwing everything at all the guys I want, just kind of trying to have some hope here. Next week, D-Sway commits, right end. Tony Easter commits. Sinalau Ulu also commits to us. Quinton Ford commits to us as well. Kai Okwo commits. So those visits might have done something. Oh my god, that's honestly fantastic. That's 5 commits. Jesus Christ. And we also got Ezekiel Denson, who we're now leading on. Ryan Scruggs, who we're just going to get, and then Wade Falk, who we're also going to get, and then just, we don't really need anyone else in this instance, I suppose. Yeah, Scruggs, we're gonna get Gillette, we're gonna get Fernando Laletta, we're gonna get... This is perfect, honestly. I don't have words. This is exactly what you want to see. Don't even need to really do this, but let's just throw points at him. Why not? Why not? We know we're winning. We know we're gonna get him. Wade Falk, welcome to the team, lad. No one's catching us. Scruggs, welcome to the team. Denson is a maybe welcome to the team, depending on if Utah State does decide to throw points. Marco is a 1,000,000% welcome to the team, just like Fernando. So we have a lot of new recruits coming in. Actually, what is our current recruiting rank in terms of just classes? Like the top of the class, with 32nd. I think it's the highest I've ever gotten, ever. 181 points. National is 250. So we're probably not reaching top 10 at all, but that's still fine by me. Next week, Fernando commits, Marco commits, Ryan commits. No one else. No one else. That's fine. Coach XP, level up. More points for us. Level 15 now. Very, very good. National Signing Day. Did good. Oh, did he do it? Denson, good to see ya, buddy. Good to see ya. Oh, so nice. Okay, so 21 recruits, top classes, certainly not top 10, 35, so we drop a bit, but class headlined by Philip, Ford, Miodos, Falk, and Ulu. So 4 freaking transfers, but that's fine. Position changes. Oh dear lord. Oh my god. Okay, so Quinton Ford is now just our #1 cornerback. That is amazing. Malik Moon has just kind of... No, because it's gonna later update. Yeah, Titus Phillips. Oh no. Oh no, our defense is gonna be phenomenal. This is not good. This is not good for anyone that faces us. Whatever. Yeah, I'll do position changes off camera. I'll talk to you after I do that. Okay, and we are back. Now, main things that I did in fact change. So, Elam was a right tackle, now is in fact going to be a left tackle. I do in fact believe, because I honestly figured all this and doing near enough everything, who else? Left end, Deku the fourth is now a left end, right ends are still just kind of the same right there. Defensive tackle Swain is now defensive tackle. Left outside linebackers, the exact same. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing a whole lot anymore. Ezekiel Denson, right outside linebacker. Tony Easter, also now right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, I put Medeiros at cornerback. Gonna kind of see how that plays out. We only have 3 underclassmen right there, but that shouldn't really hamper us all that much. Free safety, move Ben Laney over from strong safety to free safety. Basically, just swapped a lot of guys in the safety positions. Reddick Jr. now free safety, Chris Ellinger. Reddick Jr. and Chris Ellinger now strong safety is Ellinger coming over from a cornerback spot. Reddick Jr. coming over from his free safety spot. Oh boy. Okay, so I believe those are the main things as well in terms of all of that. It does appear that we will have Titus Phillip as our starting middle linebacker. I did somewhat float with the idea of like, oh, maybe he could move to like right outside linebacker or left outside linebacker, but I just kind of put those thoughts out of my mind for the time being. It wouldn't really serve a whole lot of purpose because we already have a logjam of underclassmen at right outside linebacker. Why add one more? It is still kind of a logjam of underclassmen at middle linebacker as Cookwa and Waddle are like next in line guys. McCurdy is just not gonna ever play at middle linebacker, and that's sad for him. I could throw him over a left outside linebacker, but Easton's gonna have that spot for 2 years, and I don't want a guy with the talent of Titus Phillip to not be like playing instantly, if you know what I mean. I could throw Waddle, not Phillip again. I could throw Waddle over a left outside linebacker, depending on how it. I think I might just do that. Yeah, I'll throw Waddle over at left outside linebacker after thinking about it. Because that way it's still a thing of like, yeah, we retain a lot of guys at the middle linebacker spot, but we do still have a lot of fluctuation at left outside linebacker. Norton, who was like one of the big 4-star recruits that we got last year, still hasn't really gotten into that many games, so we'll kind of see how that works out for us. But yeah, those should be the lineups next week. And we are on to the fun part, training results. These, I don't really know how to really put them into anything because they don't show you like the previous overall, which they did in like College Football 14. They really should do that. That way you like know if they went up or down. But guys who are certainly going to help us out, our like interior offensive linemen are going to be good this year, besides the center, which is like weird to say. But that's fine. Defensive tackle Shamak Jones taking a nice step forward, pointing forward, staying the same. Deku going up a bit, Bailey going up a bit, so left ends going up a bit as well. CJ Peaks hopping up, Lincoln hopping up, Malik Moon staying around the same, Brown around the same, Easton hopping up a bit, McCrary hopping up, Doug Perlow, who is still not really touched the field a whole lot, up and up, Couch Smith hopping up, Ellinger, Glenn, Snyder. We're going to have like a fantastic run game this season. I mean, behind freaking Malik Goddard, who has also gone up in overall as well, by the way. It's going to be good. I don't know what this is with David Schlattman. Because, like, yeah, Juwan Madden, quarterback of the future, be certain, but it's a thing of, like, he was a 69 in his freshman year, was 69 last year, and a 69 this year as well. Juwan Madden is going to be fantastic, no doubt. This ain't no. But I'm still going to keep Schlattman as the starting QB. And if you play Road to Glory, you will notice in the top right-hand corner, the 59 S's or whatever. You're supposed to be able to use those in the rating section to be like, oh yeah, you upgrade your guy. He has 59 of them. I feel that's stupid. Now, a thing you can do is, like, they allow you to do is now go into Edit Player, and you can edit the ratings. Look, all I'm saying is that if he's not gonna, quote-unquote, like, help himself after doing what he's done, I feel it's okay. Look, if we can get him to an 80, that'll be fine in my eyes. He has to go no further than an 80. I'm fine with that, but I feel it's okay in the situation because he has so many of those points to spend that, look, we're moving up some of his stats, and it's not going to be anything too huge in my mind, I suppose, but we'll just throw up some of his stats and call it a day, I suppose, at around, like, when he gets to 80. So, I don't feel like this is too bad or cheating in my mind, but it's... You tell me, I suppose. You guys tell me. I think it's okay. Yeah, he's now 77. I'll improve on him a slight bit more, but he has that 59, like, skill points to spend. And his development trait is impact, meaning he develops at a faster than normal rate, yet he doesn't develop. I'm sorry, but he's better than he would seem. And I was doing all of those fancy bullcrap things while he was just not good at all. I think it's okay. If that's consistently a thing I have to say to convince myself that everything's fine, then I will. But I think it's fine. And I believe that should get him up to at least like a 79. Yeah, so he has to go no further than that in my mind. 79, 78. Is that okay? I feel that's fine. But other than that, big improvements from a lot of the guys. We have way too many wide receivers is like the number one thing in my head that I'm realizing. We have a billion wide receivers. But yeah, the team's gonna be good and look good next season for certain. It's gonna be everyone. Yeah, we're 85 overall team right now. So it might just be a quick one season in the freaking American Conference, and after that, I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe, but as always, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. So, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.